Good evening and welcome to our pandas training center. For some times now, we started with a class of Python and we considered data exploratory. The last class was data manipulation. We also look at other loading of files, how to change your directories to the folder that contains the data set you'll be working on. All right. So today we'll be looking at how do you merge two columns together. Okay, we'll look at that, and then we look at how do you do file replacement. All right, so let's quick start today's menu. Click on this. All right, that is loaded. So let's I said we'll be looking at this. So let me convert this to heading, and then it's going to be okay. We said want to look at merging and joining data. Okay, all right. So let's import pandas as pd as np import matplots matplotlab dot pyplot as plt import. So that means that we're importing. Let's check from here so we can see other libraries. Okay, so cborn, not scilab. Okay, we have to import cborn SNS. Okay. Okay. Before we begin to import, I want to use a normal array data set. Okay, let's assume we have something like this. df1 is equals to, we are reading it, pd dot data frame. You open our parentheses and square curly brackets. Open our curly brackets, and then we specify the key. If you remember in our MySQL class, when we are doing the joining, the inner join, left join, right join. Okay, so important that you take note of the key cuts. Okay, that is where you are putting it. All right. Yeah, this it doesn't have something like this. Okay, you have this b uh, b. We have this c. Okay, that is 1. Then we have the value. So value value 1 2 3 ABC. Okay, 1 2 3, and then we have everything close. Okay, Then we have df2, that is another one. Let's read it into it too. We have pd, that's data frame. Okay, let's open the same approach. Okay, then we'll specify the key. Let's suppose it will miss the curly brackets. Okay, I have to specify the same key. We have a v c, and then the value you want to put now, value. Okay, we have 4 5 6. Okay, then the next thing is we want to merge df underscore merge. Okay, is equals to pd merge, pd dot merge. Okay, we have df1, df2, we then specify the key. If you remember the key, how do you want it to be merged? Is it the inner join? Is it left? How? Is equals to inner join, inner. Okay, then we guess we can print the df merge. Let's run and see. Bravo, we have our result. Look at it. See, we have the key ABC, that is our key. The value, we have 1 2 3, that is for the first one. Value y, we have 4 5 6. So you see how we merge together. Okay, now I would love to show us how to merge on data set. Okay, so let's read through within the f this time again. Is equals to pd dot read csv file, right? Yeah, let's go csv file. So open the parenthesis. We have listing, that was the existing file we have been using. df2 fpd dot read, let's go csv. In second file is also dot csv. This one too is dot csv. Okay, so we can print df, or can we actually use the head, df dot head, and have df2 dot head2. Let's see. Oh, we have error. I wrote CVS instead of CSV. Let's correct it. CSV. Bravo. We have our table now. First 5 row. This is for the first one. Okay. Let's pick this because you can see that out here. This is we use this now. Okay. DF. Let's run this too. Okay. So we're happy. So if you look at this, if you remember when we were talking about data modeling, relationship, mapping, we said there must be a column that uniquely identifies this and this, okay, that is common to both. So we have ID here, we have ID here, we have name, we have name. Okay, so I'll be going with the ID. Okay, so I'll be using ID as the common ground, as the key for the two entry. Okay, so we're moving ahead to see how to perform our merge. But before then, I want to just refresh your memory on the different kind of join and merge that we can do. We've done it before as a means of reminder. Okay. Okay. So say we have the inner join. This returns only the rows with matching keys in both data frame. Then the left join returns all rows from the left data frame and the matching rows from the right data frame. Unmatched rows we have nil, NA that's not available. Then right join returns all rows from the right data frame and the matching row from the left data frame. The outer join returns all from both data frames. Unmatched row we have not available. Okay, so uh, that is that. Okay, so you see I've selected that. I increase the font. Okay, so now this is a snippet of it. You will have to go through this route, select the column, the data set, okay, and then we specify the column. If you're using inner join, this is it. If you are using the left join, and this is it. Okay, if you are using the the right join, this is it. Okay, let me increase this too. Okay, I'll be having the practical aspect on your now platform. Okay, so you have merge, then this, okay, and then you then specify what you want to do. Okay, this pd.merge is a method. Okay, this data set on this column, and how do you want to do it? You specify. All right, so can we proceed now? Let's go back. All right, so that's when we have df merge is equals to pd dot merge method. Okay, merge, then we open, then we'll specify df df2. Let's be sure. Okay, on which key? ID. Okay, that is the key we are using. All right, and so we're using the ID key. So if we are using the inner join, we will not specify the how. Okay, we just give that and then that is all. But if we are dealing with the left join, then we'll use the how to show that this is left join. Okay, so let's stop here. Then let's have this. Let's run and see. Okay, this is the error ID. If you look at the data set, the other one is small letter, that is this, and this is capital letter I. So you see we have issue with that. So let's see how to correct that and try again. Okay, we've corrected this, how to rename it from the data set. So it's now capital letter I and D. So let's go ahead now and try match is equals to pd not match. Okay, okay, so we're using our panda method to match. Okay, we have df, df2 on which key is id. Let's check df match dot. Let's run this and see. Bravo. So you see our inner join has work. Okay, we now have to specify the how, because because um we are using inner join. All right, so you can see we have the id of the existing one, the other one, and we have the host id. Look at, we have host id, we have id. So you can see where we have the unique id, that is it. You can see this id, this is okay. Go ahead and let's go ahead. We want to now perform how. So as we're using right. Okay, let's check. Okay, you see we don't have anyone on the right join. As I show you n, if you remember the initial set is going to show you n if for no one that they are not the same. So let's use the left join. Left. So you see we have for the left join. That's from the other side. Okay, let's check for the outer join. Okay, this is for everything. Okay, you can see this is the outer join, like the universal set. Okay, all right, you successfully perform inner join, left join, how to add, merge. Okay, so now if you wish, we can proceed by saving this as a CSV file. Okay, scroll down here, you can see this is how to save. Okay, that is this to CSV, and then that is all. Okay, so let's quickly save that, and then we proceed to the next class. So we have an error here. Let's quickly correct as is df let's go match. Okay, okay, so it's important before we start data conversion of our data sets. When the column you're about to convert is an ordinal categories, that is the data they are ranked, they are more than two. Okay, it is important that you use the label encoding. Now if the data, the column you are working is binary or they are nominal, okay, you can use one alt encoding, which is, for instance, gender, male or female, then automatically it will create or convert the strings data into numeric before we can then proceed with descriptive or inferential statistics respectively. Okay, so we are going to look at uh, data sets, and then we'll pick it up from there. Okay, so we want to, if you look at this, the room type, this, we have different rooms here. Okay, then gender, room type, okay, that is this, we have room type. Okay, this is private rooms. Then we have entire expected. Now immediately we enter this way, it will save, so we can make reference to it from our directory. So we want to convert all this private room, entire, this to numeric. So this is an ordinal scale because there are more than two. Okay, why the gender color here is nominal, just two category. So for this, we are going to import a library that we're going to use. So we're using this library, sklearn.preprocessing. We will import label encoder. Now this label encoder, we have to initiate it. All right, as label encoder is equals to label encoder. So we have initiated the library, so we can proceed now. So df measure, this place contains the color. Okay, then you see we now made reference to this label encoder dot feed transform row type, the same column here. Okay, then I said I want to print, so let's run. Now we have it. So when you check, you notice that it has been converted. So to be sure, usually I do this. Okay, df dot merge, right? This is dot merge or underscore merge dot value counts. Okay, value counts room type. Okay, so you now see we have 0, 2, 3, 1. So they are unique now. Okay, so the next thing we are going to do is we convert the gender. Okay, we convert our gender to numeric. I said in this case we're going to use the auth coding. Okay, that's what we'll be using. We use the auth coding, and we're going to use the PD. All right, so we use a PD column. Okay, use a PD column, and then we'll be able to proceed. All right, let's go. All right, so we have this. I made reference to df merge. Okay, then here we're going to put gender. an issue somewhere. All right, let's trace gender. Okay, so I have to look at it. Okay, let's quickly correct this. This is not reading through this uh, merge data set. Let's change this to this table. We declared it initially. Okay, let's run. Let's see. So we see that's converted this gender now. Okay, this is female. You can see. We change this to like 100. Let's look for tail. Okay, you can see we have 0, 0, 0, 0, 9. See, so 0, 0. Okay, okay, 0, 0 for female. Then gender we have 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, okay. So we've converted our gender into numeric. We can check from here to df merge. Okay, then we dot value counts. Right, gender. Okay, there's something wrong somewhere. Okay, let's look at it. Gender. Okay, so it doesn't know anything like gender. Let's put this as df2 and see df2. Okay, you see the data type is now integer. Is now integer. So finally, we can still go through this route. Df match dot dtypes. So you can see the data types. They are all integer. Both this, they are all integer. So for tonight's class, we have considered how to merge, join, different kinds of join, and how to replace using the sklearn library. Okay, and then using the hotspots as well as even encoder for sklearn. All right, then we use the dummy pd.get dummies, okay, for nominal, and we are able to replace string date feed, okay, with numeric. All right, basically that's where we're going to stop today. Now next class we'll look at how to perform descriptive inferential statistics and predictive statistics. All right, so if you've not subscribed, please do well to subscribe, and I advise you to go through the class step by step and practice. Thank you for listening.